we essentially are birthed from our grandmothers. And y'all know how much I'll be bringing up mama. And specifically, we essentially are birthed from our maternal grandmothers, right? So we're essentially birthed from our grandmother's womb. So when my mom was born, when my grandma was birthing her, she already held the egg that would that would be me. So if you all ever experience this deep connection to your maternal grandmother, there's some support and some reasoning to back that up, okay? So when I'm talking about, you all hear me talk about mama all the time. And in the research and the work that I've been doing and studying under amazing people like Ruby Gibson, and y'all hear me talking about interpersonal neurobiology and generational biogenealogical lenses, all of that is related. And I want to take y'all just for a second, take y'all to this place of checking out you and your relationship with your maternal grandmother, okay? Y'all want to go there with me for a second? So let me look at my notes, because I got so many things I just don't know how to calm down and tell y'all. And I use this in therapy sometimes, but it's so amazing to me as we look at ourselves, look at who we are, looking at how our biography becomes our biology, right? But a big part of who we are has to do with our grandmother and her story. So everybody just take a pause. Let me calm down. But you take a pause, and I want you just to close your eyes and begin to think about your grandmother, your maternal grandmother. And think about, what was your grandmother's life story? What things influenced her? Because you all, just by simply thinking about this, we can start to have some biological information about ourselves. So think about, and y'all know what? There a lot of diseases, and I know, I don't know. I won't go into that, but I'm just all over the place because I'm so excited I can't calm down. So a lot of the autoimmune issues, physical diseases like diabetes and things like that a lot of people face, especially people of color, a lot of our diseases are connected to this internal conflict. And the internal conflict is made up of biology and then moral conflict. And what I'm saying to you right now, I'm trying to arrive at this point of y'all. When I think about mama, when I think about my grandma, I also think about what she went through. I always think about what mama went through as a little girl, a little brown girl growing up in the South. Are y'all with me? And Miss Collins, what I want to say is, so everything that your grandma experienced is biologically there, whether you knew that grandma or not. So everything your grandma went through is biologically within you, whether you knew her or not. And I'm sure at some points, Miss Collins, I'm sure at some points in your life, you felt like you have this connection to her. You don't know what it's really about, but there really is this connection, right? So going back to my grandma, thinking about mama, her story and how that is a part of me, and the things that kind of set me on fire, the things that make me move, that I'm passionate about. And y'all know what, let me just add this, because I was thinking about what I told y'all yesterday about mama telling me that I'm not Jesus and I can't save everybody. I just gotta tell y'all the truth. Why that woman died trying to save everybody? And if you talk to anybody in my family, they would tell you that about Lily B. And everybody in her community knew that. Everybody in her community knew that that woman was trying to save everybody and would do anything for everybody. So I was thinking about that this morning. I just wanted to say, Mama, that's funny, because you died trying to save people that really wasn't trying to get saved. Meaning, trying to get them to come back to a place of wellness, of who they were originally created to be, y'all. And that's all that I have in my heart, is that I just want to help people in whatever way I can come back to who they were originally created to be. See, I told you I'm all over the place, and I'm trying not to be, but I'm just so excited about this training I'm doing today, but I'm excited about this work and this relationship of connection to our ancestors, and just sitting with that. So y'all, I'm inviting y'all again to go back and think about your maternal grandmother. And I have to say this before I go, because I want to share this with y'all. Some of y'all know this and some of y'all don't, but here's my story. And when we think about biological conflict and moral conflict, I got some blaring, y'all. Some biological and moral conflict blaring big time. And this is why I think I've always sought to understand and to know why. So you have me, little old me. I have a brown mama. Okay, that's my timer. I have a brown mama and a white dad, right? My brown mama, not because of their own not working hard, family grew up pretty much in poverty, lower socioeconomic, right? And then my white dad, pretty wealthy people, where my granddad Robert, he was the president of Commercial National Bank in Peoria. And then my granny, who is still alive, was pretty well to do in regards to her life as a pianist. So she traveled a lot as a pretty well known in the piano world, pretty well known piano player, right? So I have these two things. So let's talk about like these conflicts or just these variations in who I am. So then I had my mom and my dad, my brown and my white, right? And then my brown family, very much Baptist. And I don't know if I can say Southern Baptist, but I grew up at New Morning Star Missionary Baptist Church. And then my white family was active in Catholicism, but not necessarily, I don't feel deep in it. But then there's these two worlds going on, right, y'all? You have this black and white world, you have this Baptist and Catholic world, and then you have this lower socioeconomic and this wealth, right? And so when I look at who I am and how I was made up and my biography becoming my biology, I'm aware that all of these things guide a lot of what I'm passionate about, a lot of what I do, and a lot of how I see the world. So before I go, I got one more point to say about this. I talk to y'all all the time about mama, right? About my maternal grandma. But I also want you to visit with your paternal grandfather. And it's so interesting as I study the stuff that I'm studying, it's so interesting that those are two pieces or two people in your life that when you sit and look at their stories, it can tell you a lot about your story. And before I go, I'm just tell you real quick about, so I got mama, my black grandma, and then I got my grandpa, who I call him my grandpa. Everybody, I don't even call him, I say my grandpa. Like that's how I used to, I say, oh, I gotta go with my grandpa. When I talk to other people, I say my grandpa. I miss him so much too. So you got mama, who was inspiration to me, but then my grandpa, who was inspiration to me. And he used to pick me up and I just always pictured me in the truck with grandpa and the way he used to talk to me and the way he used to give me life and just say, you know, he'd say Lucretia, or he'll sing a song about me or make a song up with my name in it. He just sit and sing to me and say, you're gonna be the first black president if you want, you know that, right? Or he said, you know, you could do whatever you want. Or he just constantly spoke to me and told me that I was amazing, that I'm so great, and that I was here, I was created for this amazing purpose. And I really believe that, like him just speaking that to me had a difference on how I dealt with some of the mean things, like me being biracial. Y'all know people would call me Oreo or Ghost or Casper, or I don't know. It was just all kind of crazy things that were said to me, y'all. But all of this to say, I can't calm down, but all of this to say, and what I want to offer you all today is, I want to offer you this suggestion. Take a chance to sit with your maternal grandmother. Close your eyes and sit with your maternal grandmother, because her story has a lot to do with who you are, okay? Take a chance to sit with your paternal grandfather. Close your eyes and sit with your paternal grandfather, because his story has a lot to do with who you are. I really apologize for being all over the place today, but I'm in this training and I just got all this good stuff that I want to share with y'all, but then I got all this, I just got so much going on today, and y'all know I got this amazing sun behind me, so y'all have a good weekend. Let me take a breath. Y'all breathe with me for a second. All right, y'all. Let's take a breath in and sigh it out. 2 more, y'all. Inhale. Sigh it out. Last one. Rhonda, help me out here, girl. Inhale. And sigh it out. All right, y'all. Enjoy y'all Friday. I'll come back to y'all on Monday more clear and organized with what I want to share. But I can't calm down. Like, I cannot calm down.